finally have this cat shirt to wear today.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow. Okay, it looks like we are live. So, on the playlist today, we discuss the final Super Smash Bros. Direct, hosted by Mr. Sakurai, and maybe more. So stay tuned to Metro Kingdom Radio, and welcome back to the Switch side. Welcome everyone to Metro Kingdom Radio. It is I, your host, the best by far. It's me, it's Johnny Playstar, and here with four of my most smashing co-hosts here tonight. First off, we have I forgot who showed up first. Reunion.
Oh, hi. I'm just so sad right now.
R.O.B. the Rob.
Oh, you got your order messed up, but
I
I'll
did. I
say hi.
realized
What's
it.
up, everybody?
Pizza MC Chris.
You
he's
offended
muted.
Oh, he's muted. He
Hello,
muted himself.
I was muted. But I'm just saying hello. It's an emotional time for all of us.
That background is Foundation Nation, not Mute City.
And Kyo.
Hey guys, Kiyonohashi here.
Where's my cat?
And Chibi Chibi.
no.
Bye bye, Chibi Chibi.
Yuki, get over here. I want to show you too. All right. Well, yeah. So we have some very big and also sad news at the same time. We had the final Super Smash Bros. Direct on Tuesday. I would just want to apologize ahead of time because I did say that I was going to do a live reaction to it. Fortunately, that did not happen. I was in the hospital, but we're not going to delve into that. But I had a good reason to miss it, even though I was watching it with it, in my hospital bed on my phone. So you know what I mean. I still did.
Probably scaring the freaking nurses every time you screamed out.
Oh, what? I didn't want to wake up my roommate because he was sleeping. I was like, and then I was like, oh no, don't want to be too loud now.
Should have told him he was missing the last Smash Direct.
Oh, Yuki Hime.
My kitty showed up.
Yuki.
Say hi, Yuki.
Hi. Hi.
She's holding the microphone.
Ah.
Yeah. So, So we had the final Smash Direct, and I just want. Oh shoot. She like squirmed out of my hand. You know how that goes, Kyo.
Oh, yeah.
And they end up falling in some place. Yeah, so we had the final Smash Direct, and I will leave it to Kyo to say and state who the final Smash Brothers fighter is. Kyo, take it away.
Link from Final Fantasy VII.
What'd I say? Sora is finally here. I almost screamed.
Almost?
My child was sleeping, so I didn't, but I was very close, and I almost cried. Man, I did not think that this was actually going to happen. And it turns out they saved the best for last, and we have Sora in Smash, and that trailer. Oh my gosh, that was heart-wrenching, wasn't it? To have if you haven't seen the trailer, go see it. But it's just like, the fire of Smash was dying out, and all of the
Is that what the symbolism was?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I was like, what's the symbolism? I was Kingdom Hearts and this freaking symbolism.
No, it
had
no symbolism of Kingdom Hearts. I think it was just under like the embers of Smash were going out, right? And so all the characters were reverting back to their original amiibo forms. And then, Sora, Mario was like, I can't let this die. We have to keep going. And then it's just like, he ripped Sora out of the flames. And it's just, and like Sora just like he soared in the sky like his namesake Sora, which means sky. And he just like flew around the entire area, and then like when he grabbed the Keyblade, it was just like tears in my eyes, and just shaking hands with Mario, like, oh my god, so many feelings, you guys. I can't even.
He's nothing without his friends, so he had to do it for them. Well, one thing I really love about this trailer is that it's it goes full circle because it's the first reveal trailer for Smash Ultimate before we even knew it was called Smash Ultimate. So seeing that fire was like kind of like a throwback, like you actually remember the first time you saw that trailer,
right?
And seeing that fire go out was like, it was heartbreaking. Like I didn't even know what exactly it meant, and I was just like, that I don't know. It kind of just like it kind of hurt seeing it go out. And it's Sakurai. I mean, this game has like the most godlike trailers, the most godlike trailers. Like I can't think of a better game with better trailers than this one.
Yeah, I mean, this trailer was pretty epic. You're watching and you have no idea what's going on. Like you see it, like Ryu
Really
said,
don't.
it's like it goes back to the beginning, the very first trailer when the Inklings looked at the Smash symbol, and then you see like the fire burn out, and then but Mario wakes up, right, and he still sees that one flicker of flame still off in the distance. And I thought this was a symbolism, right? I thought this symbolism was great because it was essentially like look, this is the end of the road, right? End of Smash, but there's still just one thing left, and it's like, and so Mario essentially is Nintendo, right? Walking up to it and essentially throwing their hands into the fire because they're just like, we already like this is a long road. Mario's walking towards it, and we know that it's a difficult one because I'm pretty sure Sakurai said it himself. Like it took a lot. It took a lot, right? He was gonna rest at the campfire. But he was but it's kind of like it's kind of like Nintendo's like journey into getting Sora into Smash, because like Sakurai said himself that like Sora was probably like the hardest one to get into Smash, right? It's very ambitious, and so it's essentially Nintendo going like, putting my hand in the flame, and and like, this is gonna be the hardest thing ever to do, and then he tosses it, and all the characters die out, and then all of a sudden, the undying light shows up, right? And it's Sora, like being so whimsical, so Disney.
Right?
It's just everything about
breath of fresh air.
And I like, even though I may not be like the hugest Kingdom Hearts fan, I do like Kingdom Hearts, but just hearing that rendition, like the orchestral version of Simple and Clean,
God.
just like playing in the background, it
I was like tearing up.
Yeah,
it was
I
so
got emotional.
So
like
emotional. And
actually, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, it's like, even though he's the last character, he was probably the first one they ever planned. Him being the number one in the survey that was taken in Japan, he was the most requested fighter. Over 6 years ago, they took that survey. So that like Sora had been planned as a DLC like from the beginning.
Was that like a meme survey though? Like, was the internet like,
we're
just gonna say Sora, so we get Sora?
It was a very serious survey.
It was a serious survey.
When Bayonetta came out, they said that she was the most requested, but there was the asterisk. I think it was of realizable characters.
Among realizable fighters, yeah.
Right. Something like that. And then this technically, I guess, would be an unrealizable one.
Wow.
Yeah, so at the time it was unrealizable, yep. It's interesting too, because like, thanks for clearing that up, Chris, because some people got confused about that. Yeah, because Bayonetta was number 1 in Europe and then like number 5 in the US, if I remember correctly. But so they just said, overall, like worldwide, like that isn't Goku or Shrek, and
I think Shrek was top 20 at least.
I'm pretty sure Sora was number 1. Yeah, right. Shrek
and Home
Goku.
Depot was probably there too. Home Depot was one of the candidates.
Shrek is a fighting game character, so. Yeah.
I mean, everyone that was like that they put in there, he either put as an assist trophy, a Mii costume, or a character. I'm pretty sure. I just kind of wished, because he mentioned that like they were originally going to release the fighter list, the request list, but then Iwata, said maybe don't do that because it would cause trouble for like the other like companies. Which I could see that happening because Harada himself from Namco Bandai already has cussed out people for constantly requesting Namco characters to him as if he has anything to do with it. So that was really cool. But yeah, like Sora's here, man. Like even now I'm still in disbelief that this has actually happened. Like this is the weirdest but best timeline. I don't even say weirdest. I guess it really is the best timeline, barring the fact that Gino's not in the game. But it's
yet.
I mean, Sora is the perfect way to end this.
Yeah.
And the thing is about Sora is
The poster part, my favorite.
Yeah, what was with the?
I love it.
Oh my gosh, Sakurai with the posters, you could just feel the love in his heart that he had for Kingdom Hearts.
It's a total
like, oh my gosh, he was fanboying so hard over Sora, and I was like, yep, that's me.
It's a total like running joke too. Just like cut
really
from
is.
video to him.
Like putting
Yeah,
a poster.
Yeah.
And
What?
I mean, also, this is the last of Sakurai Presents, I think it's called.
It is.
Yeah.
And this, you know, low budget video, he doesn't even have a frame there. Like it all works for us, but I think seeing like Daddy Sakurai there, it's just kind of wholesome and funny. And it goes to him putting the posters on.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much I wanted the last DLC character to be a platformer character, and I totally just forgot that Sora is a platforming character. I just forget that all the time. But like it works so well.
Interesting that you would call him that. I mean, he's an RPG character, but there's definitely platforming elements for sure.
Right. Like he's able to, like so. It works so well when you see him, in gameplay movement. But I don't know, when he shows up in the trailer, it's also like as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh my god, this is a perfect match. And then because like the way he moves around is kind of like a 3D platformer. Kind of like I don't want to compare him to Bugsby, but he's like that era of 3D platformers. Like they're a little bit floaty. They don't have too much weight. And
super floaty.
Yeah, and he has this Peter Pan feel to him. It makes me feel like a kid again. So yeah.
Well, he flies through a whole good chunk of the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's very reminiscent of how he is in the games.
Yeah,
it's totally
perfect
the
match.
same way.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of the posters, right? Sakurai went and detailed all the different costumes that Sora is going to get, and then when he revealed that like he's getting it from Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, Dream Drop Distance, and 3, and then you see him hanging the posters.
It's so good.
It's such a great moment.
He's been planning this for so long.
I mean, it's like you can tell that like this is such a love letter to Kingdom Hearts from Sakurai. Like they put so much detail into Sora with the costumes. So they also have Timeless River, and then they did the Valor, Wisdom, and Ultimate forms from I think Kingdom Hearts 2. And
Timeless Whisper one's weird.
Just oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. The costumes, everything. It's just my heart is just like bursting with like love and joy, and I cannot wait to get my hands on Sora. I'm so excited.
It's a stylish introduction too, when he jumps up and then it comes down in a different costume. They never did this before in other reveals.
Can we just not glaze over the fact that Rob called it Timeless Whisper and not River?
River.
Like this is your careless whisper over here, Rob.
He's never gonna smash again.
Timeless River. Is that like a Steamboat Willie stage from?
It is.
World?
So
Okay.
so it's like the original like Steamboat Willie cartoons. So they do have a stage where Sora does go into like the Timeless River. So that is like one of the skins that he has in one. I can't remember which game, but it's in there.
Yeah.
Let's see, Game Boy awesome. Kirby or NES Kirby, Timeless River, Sora, Game & Watch. Yeah. There's all these like old school looking characters in one fight, and like maybe like the Game & Watch stage or the Game Boy stage. Like it's gonna be so cool to see that design. That's honestly like one of my favorite costumes in the whole entire game already.
It's really cool too because it's essentially like Sakurai's way of trying to get more Disney in here without getting Disney in here. Right.
This is probably the biggest thing that sticks out for me. I think they did a really good job at masking the fact that it's hard to work with Disney. Obviously, I think it's getting better, but with the simple and clean music, you kind of get that nostalgia. With all these stylings, you get the feel. But there's a lot missing. There's no other character. There's no Mickey. There's one quick flash of the keychain, which I'm surprised that probably took a lot just to get
get that in there. Yeah,
and I at first thought that the keychain wasn't part of his in-game model, but in looking at screenshots, it is. The keychain is there.
Yeah. I mean,
that's
I don't
his
even
original keychain.
Yeah.
I don't even know which would have been more difficult for Nintendo to get that in, or for like Disney to agree to have it in, or if Disney wanted it in. I don't know, but I know the two companies are very strict, and to get that to happen is pretty big deal. But there's no Mickey in here, not even in the final Smash. No Donald or Goofy, which would be nice.
It's
There's no
Starfruit
gummy
Round.
ship. Where's the gummy ship?
There's no gummy ship. Well, I'm okay with that not
music.
being here. No offense. There's no Disney music. There's still orchestral music. There's a handful, maybe like less than 10. And there's no Simple and Clean, even though we got it in the trailer.
Yeah.
Which is a bummer. Like even the orchestral version would have been nice for a Final Destination or something. But all of that aside, like I still think it feels right. We'll get into his actual movesets. I have pros and cons about it, but they're not very Disney-esque. There's nothing very like, I guess, personality-wise in these moves, I think, other than the fact that he has a Keyblade. But it's also kind of appropriate being the final Smash Brothers character and taking it back to its origins and making it a simple character. Because it's jumped the ship kind of. The last few characters were way too technical. Honestly.
Kazuya. Way too technical.
Yeah. So I'm glad it doesn't have some type of gimmick, to be honest.
Yeah. It's one of those characters that like, I don't know. I mean, there is like that whole like 1, 2, 3 attack, 3 combos. But it's not like I'm okay with that, you know. I think like if I hate to say this, but if they ever the next Smash, if they make it like smaller, which I'm sure they will, but I kind of just want to stay away from all those technicalities and gimmicks, even if it means getting rid of like some of the key characters, even like even if it means getting rid of King K. Rool, like, you know, I love King K. Rool, but like, you know.
Back like in the OG days, I mean, even in like Melee and a little bit in Brawl, if you knew the controls for one character, you knew them for all of them. You know, you get to jump in and you can try it out. Like that's how simple it is. Up B, down B, up A, left, down A, whatever. All of those are the same. And then there's Smash versions. But with this now, they get really complicated. If you try to play Kazuya or Terry as a new character, it's just it's not possible.
Nope.
Right, forget it.
In the chat, Cosmic Curry is Haley Joel Osment voicing him. Kyo, it is, right? Okay.
Yes, it is Haley Joel Osment.
Wait, but there's only grunts. Is there actual talking?
No, he's actually he says words.
He does say like a couple words, but they're very limited.
Yeah.
Good.
Like so isn't it possible it's just stuff from other games that they just repurposed?
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking too. Maybe it could
just
be
like
that.
sound bites from previous games.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Yeah, it probably is, but they're just repurposing it.
I wonder how much they would how much trouble it was just to put Kingdom Hearts gameplay footage on that under Direct, because they did show, you know, footage of the actual games with, I think, Disney characters.
All it takes.
Yeah, or Ariel's in it. Like, yeah, it's. I mean, that's.
Well, I think that one is just a
enough.
Game trailer of another game, so I think that's how they can get away with that.
Oh, and all of this discussion, I'll call out, Sora's owned by Disney, not Square Enix, even though Square Enix is making those games. So it is working with.
I
Disney,
thought Square owns him.
Yeah, see,
I thought it was more Square.
I looked it up.
Yeah, I thought Square owned him, and then Square licenses the rest of the Disney stuff.
Yeah, I've been hearing what Chris was hearing is that like that Disney actually owns Sora.
That's what I've heard too, actually. Yeah. I think that's the trade-off, which is like, you know, we'll let you use our characters, but we own the main character type of thing.
Yeah, because I think it was like, because it was a collab creation, and I think because Disney essentially like funded Kingdom Hearts, so I think that's basically what happened. Yeah. But yeah, so it is very interesting, you know, like the fact that, you know, he's even here is just like, it's crazy, you know, this essentially Disney character that originated in video games. It's like, it's one of those things, man.
Now I'm just imagining how that backroom deal went, like where they're like, where Nintendo approached Square about it, and then Square all of a sudden is like, no, like you have to go to Disney.
No. Like they're like, don't ask me. Ask the mouse.
It depends on Nintendo. How much money do you want to fork over to me? You know.
I don't understand your accent. I wonder if we'll ever in our lifetimes hear the story behind it. I would love to, like, if someone writes a book or has an interview about the process to get this done. Like, I'd imagine this was many years in the planning, but like it wasn't actually confirmed until maybe last year, you know, because how difficult these types of deals are. And Disney only recently starting to work in collaborating, like being good with collaborating with game companies. There's a lot of Disney collaborations this year.
That makes sense, because like the first DLC pack was 5. They probably planned another 5, and then this was the 11th when after
yeah.
you know. So you're like, oh shoot, we got him.
Like
we actually got him.
Sora. Yeah.
Okay, let's make it 6. Because I always thought that was strange. Like, why would you end it on 6? Also, why didn't you just do 5 and 5 and then secretly announce the last one? You know, but like 6 now it makes more sense. It's just
You know
like,
why?
hey,
you know why, Ryu? Because if they had done it like that, the final one in Fighter Pass 2 would have been Kazuya. You know how many people would have been upset with that?
That's true.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't have been, but I'm sure other people
I am
would.
upset. Like, yeah. Well, even like, okay, so back to the whole like gimmicky fighting game character stuff. It's like, even if when you're fighting against them, it's weird. It's like, you know, you don't know what their up B is, or like, because they also do quick turnarounds in like 1v1. I'm like, oh, I crossed them up, I'm safe. Oh wait, he can just like you can out of it because he's facing me no matter what. Like,
yeah, right. It's so different.
Really quick too about like the whole Disney thing too. Like it really they really did just kind of just get rid of anything that could be related to Disney. Kyo, did you notice how like in Dive Into the Heart in the background when they show Sora's like circle and how like they replace
who's missing in that circle? I wonder.
They replaced Donald and Goofy with a Palpu fruit in a boat.
I know.
I wish I had Donald and Goofy. That would have been so cool.
This game is only for good mice and good dogs. It's not,
yeah, I mean, you know, they've even teased it like on one of his screenshots with like Sora looking at Duck Hunt Dog, and it's like, here you go. Here's your Donald and Goofy at home.
But that's Pluto.
Yeah, I thought they paired him with they got it figured out towards Duck Hunt Dog and someone else.
No, it was the duck.
It was
the duck and the
that
dog.
was a meme, right?
It was
the duck and the dog.
And the dog.
The duck and the dog.
Yeah.
Oh, the duck and got it. The duck and the dog.
Yeah. So, Kyo, how do you feel about, because they showed off the spirits too? How do you feel about like the 8 selected spirits they chose?
Oh my gosh, Sakurai was so cute. He's like, oh, all of Sora's allies are here, and I thought that was so cool that they did. Rob, your face.
Because I was sitting there like, so aren't like half of these, isn't the lore of Kingdom Hearts that like these are all Sora?
No.
No,
only
well,
Roxas
3 of them
is...
maybe.
I don't know. I don't know the whole stuff. I don't know if we need to go spoiler territory here, but
yeah, only Roxas is kind of. It's a very convoluted story. I've played the games and I still don't understand it completely.
Really? I didn't realize a
2 of them
game
are-
with
2
20
of them are
different
Sora.
spin-offs would be so complicated.
Right? Who
yeah,
knew?
each title having 18 words each.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I'm kind of sad that the organization isn't in
Right?
there. Like, I feel like they
too.
could have. I feel like they could have had a lot more.
Nothing else. In here.
But yeah, I mean, if they only could choose 8, having Sora's allies, I'm okay with that.
I'm surprised too at like the lack of Mii costumes in this, like these Mii fighter. Because like I was kind of thinking maybe we might get some type of maybe Kingdom Hearts Mii costume, maybe like an Organization 13 costume or something, you know. But yeah, nothing. Like it's what a Octoling hat, a Judd hat, and
what the hell's Judd?
He's the cat that judges.
Squid Game.
You need to play Splatoon, okay? You need to play Squid Game, okay? Yeah, but then we got Doomslayer as the final one, which was
I'm happy
pretty
with that.
cool.
That's really cute, though.
Honestly, I think first-person shooter characters should be like just like Mii Gunner costumes. That's unless they're like platformer first-person shooters. But yeah,
I would have liked it if Doomslayer would have made it in the game, either him or Master Chief. It would have been really cool.
I feel like they lack personality. Like, how would they platform?
Well, I don't know. I think the Doomslayer would be a pretty sweet. Like, he has a lot of personality. This guy like destroys things by running into them really fast. Come on. Like, this guy...
I feel like if you don't have a good jump animation, like iconic jump animation, you shouldn't be in the game. That's my thought. But then I guess Captain Falcon's in it, so
yeah, I was like, what are you, Captain Falcon's in there? So many characters don't have iconic jump.
So Michael Jordan should be in here for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. His up B will be his arm stretching out from half court. Like Min.
I meant Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. His arm will be stretching out like a Paul.
Sounds like someone here watched the new Space Jam movie.
Speaking of crazy jumps, when he did his up B right side B combo here, did anybody get like Bayonetta flashbacks and like get a little 100%. PTSD?
When they were showing that, and it was the very first showing of him with his side B, and he just like comboed, I don't know who was it, Richter, like up into the air. I was like, oh no.
I'm okay with Richter. Yes. I'm okay with Richter getting combos like that.
Bayonetta, once again, she's here to terrorize us.
That alone makes me think this could be a strong character. We don't know yet, but that alone kind of scares me.
But he is super lightweight, so
yeah.
Let's get into his moves a bit too. Yeah, I mean, I really do like his moveset, like you said, Chris. It's a nice way to end it with like a character that's simple and clean.
I see what you did there.
But they played Hikari.
You're right. It's weird because you're right. I think it was technically the orchestral version of Hikari, but you know what I mean? It's
simple. The better version, honestly. I don't have to hear about someone talking about someone else's mom or something like that. I forgot how the lyrics go. So stupid.
The lyrics that make no sense but are still so good.
Yeah. they're unapologetically confusing, so I'm okay.
Didn't she say that they make no sense to her either? Like she's like, I don't know what I'm singing.
I bet someone else wrote those lyrics. We'll leave it at that. Because she speaks great English. So,
yeah.
She was born in New York. So.
Yeah. I love how this has become a simple and clean tangent.
Yes.
But yeah, so his moveset is pretty cool.
He's kind of like opposite of Little Mac. Like he's really good in the air.
Oh yeah.
His off the stage game. His
that thunder.
What is it when you're preventing people from coming back?
Oh, edge guarding.
Edge guarding game is amazing because he can get back from anything because of his, what is it? It's up B and then
super
side
high
B,
jump, his crazy high up B and his side B that he can use his side B after the up B too, right?
Yeah, which is odd. You're not supposed to be able to do that.
Yeah, some characters can though, but not all.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, this guy's just never gonna die. You know what I mean? Like you just really have to just knock him out.
Yeah.
You just have to really get a really strong hit on
smash him out.
Yeah,
that's the only way to get rid of him.
Well, he's lighter than most characters, so maybe he's as light. Like he'll feel like a glass cannon, like Pichu.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those characters that like you have to like play as smart as possible to get like the full potential. Instead of like, I don't think you can go for anything like read heavy.
I just need to know. They showed his down air, right? Oh man, his down air is not a spike. That's not fun. I don't like characters without spiky down airs.
What's his back air? What's his back air?
I don't know. I don't think he didn't mention that he had a spike at all.
He skipped a few moves, to be honest, I think.
Okay.
I mean, he has combos. He doesn't need a spike.
I think Sakurai, he's unleashed lately, and he tweeted afterwards saying that he missed his dash attack.
Oh yeah.
And I think like he's just like talking. He's so happy that he's done. It feels nice. Like I'm so happy for Sakurai.
I'm on vacation.
But yeah. What?
I'm on vacation. Everybody leave me alone.
Yeah, he's got the rest of the quarter off.
Retirement. No, he's working until the 18th when they release him.
Oh yeah.
No vacation yet.
Post-launch bug fixing.
Yeah, right afterwards. But I think he's gonna. I don't know. Maybe he should take a break before all that.
I really hope so. We all hope so.
I mean, he didn't even take a break between Smash 4 and 5, I think. I think he just started development right afterwards, so.
Yeah. Cosmic Curry in the chat. He's got a pretty unique reflect mechanic. Yeah, his counter is pretty interesting. It's very different compared to all the ones. I actually kind of like it, though, because it has more personality. And I do like the idea of, like, pushing them back before hitting them.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of reminiscent of Shulk's, where, Shulk he backs up and slashes first. Which is cool, but also kind of annoying because like it gives some of the characters a chance to get away from it. But yeah.
So the stage change thing, that's kind of like a final countdown.
It's the final
is how they're kind of making it seem.
Like you're gonna hit the end of the stage or the match.
So let me ask Kyo, how do you feel about the stage selection?
Oh my gosh, like just seeing Hollow Bastion, like the nostalgia of that was pretty incredible, and I just
they
love
even have
how
all the traps and stuff on the outside.
Right? Yeah, they have all the the globes and like how to like move around, and I love how like you're just basically floating on this platform, like going around Hollow Bastion, and you kind of get to see like the entire like aerial view of it. And then, I mean, as cool as that is, once they transition to the stained glass, that's just absolutely gorgeous. That's always been one of my favorite parts of the game, is like, you know, you always start out and it's like the stained glass. It's just gorgeous. I love it.
Nice.
I love it.
Yeah, so they transition, they said like when someone's low on stocks, or like, you know, it seems like the stamina is going down, like the battle's about to end, it'll go there. I do wonder if there's a way to just choose Dive into the Heart like from the stage select screen, because I believe there's other stages that are like that too, where you could essentially choose the other form of it by holding a certain button.
Maybe.
So
there.
Yeah.
Some people don't like those stages where you're flying around in a different like a environment in the background, because it can be distracting, especially for competitive. It's not affecting the gameplay, it's just the visuals. So I can see it'd be nice to have an option to turn that off.
Yeah, because I mean, to me, I don't know. I mean, like like I said, I'm not the biggest Kingdom Hearts fan, but like, I would prefer the other stage, the Dive into Heart stage, because to me that one looks so much cooler. Because, you know, it's just like that platform and then like the character art that's in the background.
Yeah, so boring. There's nothing. It's just.
But I don't know. I may be one of those people who don't enjoy the flying through stages too, because it can be a bit distracting sometimes.
When it's not affecting the actual stage, I don't mind it.
Yeah, like, I usually don't mind it either, but I think like what Chris said, when it comes to competitive, I kind of don't like the around too much.
I get it on the competitive side, but if I'm just goofing off, like if it was just 5 of us playing right now, just goofing off, totally. Like I don't need the special stage.
It's kind of interesting because you know, if you end up in the middle, where a lot of neutral gameplay takes place, you get hit up there, you're already on the platform. So like it's kind of it might be a dangerous situation in that, like, you know, once you're up there, you pretty much have to try and get down there. And if you want to escape, you have to go on one ledge or one side or the other, which might put you in the corner. So
we don't have many stages with a platform dead in the middle, right? I think we might have.
I can't think of one with the maybe like Animal Crossing. That's
one of the Animal Crossing.
Is there like Tiny Battlefield or something? There's nothing like
Small
that.
Battlefield doesn't have
Small
that.
Battlefield, but they're on the sides.
They're on the sides. Like I think usually the new stages are slightly in an advantage for the new character's moveset, and because this guy, we've seen that he can juggle. If he juggles you there, he can get his jump back because he can fast fall onto the platform and then continue juggling higher. I feel like it's a really cool stage. It's so simple, but I'm excited to try it.
Oh, actually, the platform looks a little bit taller than.
I didn't do it.
The platform looks a little bit taller than a regular platform, so it looks like you kind of have to commit to the attack. Yeah, so if you, it's not like you can just do an up tilt, you know. So unless you're like doing an up smash with like Sephiroth or something.
Well, that allows you to chain a couple of hits before you have to get up above the platform.
Right.
You can come back down. Anyway,
but you pretty much have to commit. You can't, like, there's no safety safe attack, whatever.
Yeah, we'll try it out when it comes out.
So the song list they showed us over here, you know.
I love how he danced around that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's probably like, I mean, I think a lot of people, they feel it's
fast.
probably the weakest part of Sora being in the game, because like while these songs are good, I think there are songs that a lot of people preferred instead, like great battle, you know, different battle music, and of course you couldn't get any of the Disney stuff in here, but yeah, apparently there's
I wonder if Disney has the rights or has some sort of ownership to Simple and Clean.
Probably.
It is the main game, yeah.
I don't know, because when I pull up Simple and Clean on my Apple Music, it's only Utada
right,
or whatever her name is.
Right.
You said it right.
But like that's her as a singer, or them as a singer, I should say.
Although I did find it very funny, and I think this is a Square Enix request, that there's one more song you could unlock by having save data for
Melody and Memory.
Yeah, like save data on your Switch, and it's essentially you get Dearly Beloved swing mix.
I know it's silly, but I was trying to avoid spoilers in our Discord, so I haven't brought it up. But I've been trying to like wanted to ask, does anybody have this so we can have like a hangout and
Oh.
and save share?
So my girlfriend does have it, but she has the digital version, not physical.
I was actually gonna suggest that we get. No, anyway, we'll talk about it.
Oh.
It's on sale right now, actually.
Oh
But
yeah,
physical
for how
only.
much? Oh,
$30 for the physical, 60 for the digital. I would have gone digital.
Chris is like, everyone
Jeez.
just pitch in and we just all pass it around.
If it was digital, we could have, you know.
I don't know, but yes, I
Yes,
understand completely,
yes.
but I don't
Right.
know.
I don't know either.
Yes.
Anyway.
Sneeze.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of cool that that's on there. It's very interesting because I don't think they've done that for any song before in Smash, right?
So
I don't
weird.
think so either.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
That's totally a third-party request.
That's totally a
That-
separate
Yeah.
thing.
That's
They're
like Disney saying,
Yeah.
"Hey, this is the deal."
Now, I really
How do we make money?
I want to make sure that Melody of Memory sells quite well. So if you're going to put my character in the game, you better make sure that people buy my freaking game.
I don't know. That's something Mickey would do.
So something really
Huh?
interesting in the trailer. They said that some of the spirits had the same name as other spirits. What are the original names in Japanese? Does anybody know?
For
Like
it was-
Lucina?
Well-
Is it Aqua in?
No, I think he meant like he said that
Yeah.
they shares it with another character. So
The same name, right?
yeah.
Does anybody know what
Yeah,
that is?
but there are like thousands, so it's not that 1,200. It's not surprising that there
Yeah.
could be at least one or two that are.
Yeah, but I just want to know if anybody knows what the name is.
That's a good question.
I'm sorry, I missed
Because
it.
there's Aqua and Lucina, and then
Oh.
Axel and Roy. So what's
Lucina?
their Japanese?
Not Lucina, right?
Lucina's name is actually
Lucina.
it's the same in Japanese except it's pronounced differently. It's Rukina. So
Oh, I like that better. That's my sister's
Mm.
name, actually. It's my sister's name is Lakina.
oh,
So then is Aqua's name?
maybe.
That's interesting.
I
That's
don't know,
kinda-
maybe.
That doesn't make
that's good to
sense.
learn.
I know. Axel.
Nothing
Is his
about
name Axel? So
that
is
game makes
Axel's name
sense.
Axel in Kingdom Hearts Japanese too? Is that what's happening? Or I'm
Then
kinda
is
confused.
Roy's name Axel in Japanese? I'm like so confused.
I know. Hold on. I
Wait,
need someone to
why-
watch
why
the
is this
Japanese
Well,
confusing?
because
direct.
I feel
to
like
see what he
Aqua
meant by
has to be
that.
Aqua because Aqua's water, Terra's earth, and then Ventus is air, and then Riku is I think is land, Kairi is water,
Right.
and then Sora's sky.
Oh.
So they have that, trifecta of meaning.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Interesting.
I was confused by what he meant. Like, oh, they
I
have the
was
same
kind of
names.
confused too. I just
Well, no,
assumed-
not the same names as each other.
Yeah.
As like a random Super Nintendo game spirit. There's 1,200 spirits represented.
Oh, they're
from-
saying there's other spirits that
Yeah.
have
Right,
the same
yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Kind of like there's Roy and Roy.
In
Right,
the
right, yeah.
Japanese version, Axel and Aqua share their names with other characters. So they'll have the game title in parentheses next to their names. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's what he's saying. Like they share the same name as a Japanese version.
Like Streets of Rage,
names.
Axel. I don't know.
Grandpapa.
that's stupidly good. I don't know why.
I don't think you understand. Okay, I love Streets of Rage.
Rage.
Oh man. Yeah, so we got the spirits and then the big quote unquote big random reveal, right? That we're going to get Kingdom Hearts 1, 2 and 3 on like the Switch as cloud gaming. Cloud games.
I
And it's like,
mean,
man.
why cloud gaming though? Well, 3 I understand.
Yeah, 3 is the only one I'd understand, but 1 and 2, come on, those released on PS2. You guys could have put this on the Switch. They just
Yeah.
didn't. It's just minimal effort. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, they could have just released Sora as a character, and it would have been the perfect ending for Sakurai. I feel like they could have just released him as just one character. I think it would have been okay. Just because like I feel like there's no other character that would have been a better farewell for him for all he's done for Smash. So
Well, I mean, his company's Sora Limited, so
Yep, that's true. Yeah, I almost forgot about
There
that.
might be a little correlation between the two.
Man,
It's a wholesome pick. I know a
Also-
lot of people that don't play Kingdom Hearts and they're still satisfied with this being the ending. I think it's a satisfying ending for Smash Brothers. This
Yeah.
poster, by the way, looks so cool. I can't wait. Like once they release the official version, if they do, I am totally getting that. It's gonna be
right?
huge.
I need that. I
Yeah.
need a giant wall scroll of all those characters.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I mean, so we could talk about it, right? This is the end. This is the end of Super Smash Bros.
Speculation?
Ultimate, end of an era.
It's
For reals.
yeah, I'm emotional. I'll probably cry in like a month when it hits me, but
You cried during the direct.
we can hope, right?
For what? What are we hoping
All
for?
right. So I liked how Sakurai went
He's
over.
talking like there's never gonna be a Smash again.
Oh,
No,
well,
I
hold
mean-
on.
It is just not by Sakurai.
There is
Yeah.
okay. Sakurai going is probably the biggest thing that makes me sad. But then also that everyone is here. We'll almost never get that again. Probably never get that again. But
Yeah.
unless this is a 2-game deal,
Yeah.
and everything that's licensed here can get into a definitive version for whatever follows the Switch.
Yep.
And the data here that shows 89 fighters is so perfect for 11 more DLC in a definitive version. It's so perfect.
It's true
Tell
because
me.
they don't even have to be third-party characters. They could literally just be
It doesn't have
11
to, right?
first-party characters, and if it counts as the same game, it's probably gonna be easier, like an updated version of.
Right. Definitive version, deluxe, ultimate, whatever you want to call it. If they do that, if they re-release it and it's remastered 4K, whatever, new Switch, and then they do 2 batches of DLC over 2 years, oof, that'll sustain them. I mean, and we'll be really hype. I just feel bad if it's Sakurai again, although I want it to be Sakurai again. I feel
I
so
mean,
bad.
but how great of a swan song is this for
It's
him?
really great. If
This
it
is
doesn't
like
happen,
the best
this is
note that he
fitting.
could ever end on.
I feel like they can always find a way to make it better. But yes, this is very like top tier ending for sure. This is a happy ending for Smash.
I remember thinking like, man, I feel so bad for Sakurai because like he's literally the only person who can pull this stuff off.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like he left Nintendo after Melee, and Iwata came to ask him to come back to do Brawl, and Iwata straight up said to him like, "Dude, you're the only one who can do this," and he's right. And then same thing with Smash 4, and then he went straight to Smash 5. It was like, at the same time, it makes you wonder what other games he could have made, but at the same time, like I think this is like not just an accomplishment for this is not just for us, but it's also for Sakurai. Like, this is
For gaming in
his,
general.
yeah, like
This is a legacy.
he went from like the most popular like let's make a game for celebrating Nintendo characters.
Mainstream,
Okay,
right.
Melee, let's make a game celebrating the history of Nintendo and the future of Nintendo. His game wasn't even announced yet.
Right.
And then let's celebrate, Snake and Sonic, and then Smash 4. Hey, let's get characters that weren't even on Nintendo consoles. And then now it's like, let's celebrate video games. Like this is literally a video game festival that we're just playing every time we're playing this game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a perfect celebration of video games, and this is why I personally love Smash, because it's a celebration.
We don't know the talent outside of, I mean, obviously there's so many people working on this to make it a reality. And there might be some people working really close to Sakurai who are fantastic talent at creating games. There's always going to be someone who can take the helm. It's just, we love Sakurai so much, and we can't imagine someone doing Sakurai Presents like this.
Yeah.
But over time, Nintendo's been bringing in younger generations to build games. They really are. Even though they're an old company, like the latest Mario, latest Zelda, like those teams have a lot of youth in them, and they're successful. They're great games. So I have no doubt that we're going to see another Smash that's good. It's not going to be the same, but it'll still be AAA Nintendo, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, Sakurai was
soon.
Sakurai was, that young developer. He was trained by Miyamoto. He did Kirby, like that was his student game, whatever. Even like was it Satoshi Tajiri, the creator of Pokemon?
Tajiri?
That was like, if you look at the Japanese names, the main character's name is Satoshi, and Gary Oak's name is Shigeru. Shigeru, yeah.
Yep.
So it's like they're always going to try and find, they're always willing to try new things. And that's like the most consistent thing about Nintendo. So same thing with developers, like, Zelda wouldn't be as good today as it was if Aonuma didn't have his influence. So
It's very true.
But yeah, I mean, I give it a minimum of 7 years before we see another Smash game.
I'm hopeful for a definitive edition.
Yeah, I mean, I am too. Like, I mean, I'm really hoping, because I would hate the idea that a lot of these DLC characters are stuck to digital if, like, because we know eventually that, like, this is gonna be old. This is not there's gonna be some point in our lifetime where we cannot download these DLC characters into our Switch when we have, like, the Nintendo 3000 or whatever the new, like, console is, like, 3 generations out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we're not gonna be able to do so. That's why a definitive edition that's everything just on a physical cart, I think, would be best, because that's, like, the the best way to preserve video game history.
Yeah.
And I think this game is like,
and they'll only give us 3 months to buy it.
Yeah, before they put it away in the Disney vault like Sora is to Meta Knight here in this video.
Well, if they make it like you're saying, where it's definitive and comes with all this DLC, which I want, I'd still want DLC on top of that, and then there's a definitive edition that includes that DLC. So
Chris is asking for so much here.
Please, guys, make it happen, Nintendo gods.
But, like, that's a possible loophole. Because I know, like, Capcom versus SNK, I'm trying to look up right now how many games they agreed to, and they actually got a couple more games out because there was, like, a different version, a different edition. There's one called CVS2 EO, which is the GameCube version of CVS2, which came out 2 years after CVS2, or sorry, Capcom versus SNK2. So it'll be interesting to see if Nintendo could pull that off. But everyone likes money, so if everyone's getting paid, then it's possible. And it's not a new game, so yeah.
Oh man, I just had a thought in my head, and then you made me forget about it because I was thinking about your CVS.
I mean, Mario and Sora shook hands at the end. They look like they're friends now, so you can't separate them.
That means Mario's gonna show up in the next Kingdom Hearts, because all of this is canon. Sora going to Smash Brothers is completely canon. It's like, Sora, what were you doing this whole time while you were asleep?
But I always thought this was some random kid's toy box.
Rob, okay. I don't know what you do in my toy chest, like playing with all my amiibos. But yeah, I mean, if eventually we're gonna get the Sora amiibo too, and that thing's gonna be pretty great. Eventually,
I cannot wait.
Don't, right?
I want that amiibo.
I mean, they
bad.
announced too that we're getting the Steve amiibo, and it's not coming out till next year. These amiibo rollouts are gonna be really slow. I mean, with Steve,
they're super slow.
So then, what do we have next? Like, it would be, what is it? Sephiroth? Yeah, Sephiroth and Pyramithra and Kazuya.
I remember when Ultimate was coming out, they were still releasing the Smash 4 amiibo.
Yeah.
By the time they're getting to the last ones for this, we'll see definitive edition.
Chris really won't let go of that.
I'm really hoping for it, man. 89, it's so close.
Well, maybe one more even would be fine.
Well, it's 89 without counting Echo Fighters. If you count the Echoes, the count is actually higher.
Is that what they said?
No, yeah, because they don't count, because Lucina isn't counted as her own character. She's like 21 like Omega or something like that.
Because it did say like Pyra and Mithra are counting as different characters.
Yeah, and same as Pokemon Trainer. Like Pokemon Trainer count as 3 because they're all different.
They're playable different.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird though, huh? Yeah, but I do know that, like, they don't count Echo Fighters as characters. So, you know what I mean? Let's get that Echo Fighter like bundle.
Let's see how many Echo Fighters are there.
Throw like 5 more
1, 2,
Echo
3,
Fighters
4,
in there.
5, 6, 7. There's
Sora
7
is counted as 82 on the list, so maybe 89.
So 89 is the Echo Fighters. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah, because 89 after all that. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, the kitty's
Although
back.
I hope Alex doesn't count.
No, the costumes they don't count. It has to be in a separate character slot.
I will say the one thing, my biggest complaint with Smash Ultimate that Sakurai has done, I don't mind Alex, but they need to remove Steve. He shouldn't be in the game.
Get out of here. Oh man, we talked at length about like Sora and Smash Brothers, man. I mean, how do you?
Much to say.
You know what I mean? Like I know. It's like how do you guys feel, man? You know, Rob, I see you shaking your head half the time over here. Like I don't know. I mean, does this not make you emotional at all? The fact that this is the final, like Smash Direct? Are you just like
the final Sakurai game?
I mean, it does, but it doesn't. I guess.
I get out.
Like it's kind of like it's been a long journey. It feels good. The fact that it's over doesn't really like affect me too much, I guess. I am excited to see Sora. I love the way he moves. It like I will hand it to Sakurai. I said this about Banjo-Kazooie. I'm gonna say it about Sora. Like it's like he took them out. It's like he took these characters out of their game and just put them into Smash Bros. It's crazy.
It's funny because he does the animation. Well, I don't know about anymore, but back in Melee in 64, he did the animations for the characters. He had like a what do you call, like one of these?
One of these.
Yeah.
He's skilled.
Let me just put this right here.
Yeah. Good boys and girls watch MKR.
Yes.
Be careful.
My leave.
Oh man. All right. Well, yeah, I guess
I will say one thing, like before, obviously so much speculation. Some people here got it right. But I think the one thing that we all knew was a guarantee was that after the announcement, there would be a bunch of angry nerds.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like this is the least amount of angry nerds that we could have possibly gotten.
That's true.
This is the best case scenario
for the final character. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, it's funny because I was telling Johnny, I was like, on the last pod, actually, yeah, it was on the last pod. I was saying like, it would be cool if there was like 2 characters and one for one for American players and one for Japanese players. But really, this is the perfect character because everyone loves Sora. Everyone loves Kingdom Hearts. It's like Final Fantasy VII level territory,
Yeah.
So it's universally accepted that this is, a perfect match. Like the only people who are upset is the people who don't have this game.
Yeah.
God, I just spent $60 now. God.
It is interesting too that like finally, right? Like finally one of the leaks just so happens to be true. You know what I mean? It's one of those things because I didn't want to bring it up last week on the pod because I had a really good feel. I said that I think maybe Sora might be, but I didn't go into detail. You know what I mean? Because if I had gone into detail, I didn't know if maybe you guys would have believed me or not. But like,
I did not believe you at all.
I saw all the leaks and I avoided them because I knew they were probably true.
Yeah, the detail was pretty cool though. I mean, it was very specific. Hey guys, I work at Disney Music. Nintendo approached us and for a digital event on August 5th. Or sorry, not August, October 5th. And this was the person posted this in July. And and everyone just ignored it. They're like, "Man, this is fake AF. Like, no one's gonna listen to this." Boy, were we wrong.
Smash.
You know how I said Smash Ultimate has the best trailers. It also has the best fake leaks. I'll never forget the Grinch ever.
Yeah, I remember how I was so in on that too. I was so in on that leak too because Gino was in it, man.
Who would fake the Grinch? They faked Grinch material. It's not
Grinch
in French.
Material. They just called it the. Oh yeah, you're right, huh? For like promotional material for the movie, and they still haven't found out who did it too. Like they don't know who posted it or anything. Like no one came clean about it or anything. It's crazy.
I don't even think the material was fake. I think that material was real. And like
Sakurai was like, well, let's get Gino out of this game. Yeah, man. It's just Smash is it's like we legit just talked about it for the whole hour and whatever, man, is well deserved. You know what I mean? It's like these other topics just gonna get pushed over to the side because we're talking about Smash. Dang it!
It might be the last time we talk about Smash too. Honestly, like I mean, in terms of new news,
that's why I'm sad. That's why I'm emotional, Rob, because I don't want this to be the last time we talk about Smash. Smash is so freaking good.
I mean, there will be a new Smash, but not Sakurai Smash, and that's different.
Let's
difference.
Let's set up a stream where we play as Sora, and give this a farewell that it deserves, and then we'll still talk about Smash when Amiibo news comes out and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they'll still be Smash, for Amiibo and just like other things. I mean, the only other way at this point, pretty much that you'll get your Smash news is just talking about like the competitive scene. really at this point because there's really not like.
Oh, Nickelodeon Brawl Stars.
No, I'm good.
You know,
No.
if you look at the history of Smash,
I'm
like
excited for that one.
It's already out,
Sakurai-
Rob. If you're really that excited, you should get it.
Sakurai,
These are-
he accidentally made like the first time, like not even accidentally, like sorry, unintentionally made like first time great experiences. So, like Smash 64, obviously he made a fighting game that anyone could play, but that was the first time you could control Pikachu in real space. Like, you know, like you could only control him in like Hey You Pikachu wasn't even, you know, you can control him and then in Melee he made the longest running fighting game of all time. Like it's still going on, it's still bigger than ever in Melee. And he gave us Subspace Emissary in Brawl.
ahead of its
like,
time. Not appreciated in its own time.
Honestly, it should have been like, I feel bad for Sakurai because he said he wished it came out before YouTube era because everyone just kind of looked up the video, and it makes me wonder, like, man, like how hype would it have been had we like had that like, you know, playground discussion of, oh, did you get this far yet? Did you meet, you know, instead of sharing YouTube videos. And then Smash 4 happened, and then I'm just kidding. I didn't play Smash 4, so I don't know. I guess he brought Cloud over, so that was kind of
Smash
like
4 was cool because I like we're going through the ages now. Smash 4 was cool because it was the first handheld Smash Brothers.
Yeah, that was
you know, it was the first one on 3DS.
And Wii U.
Yeah, and Wii U. You know, it was the first one. Smash 4 was the first. A lot of firsts. First, like
because that means that was when the amiibos came in.
Yeah, amiibos.
Yeah,
that was
8-player Smash. One thing about like Smash 4 on the 3DS that is forgotten, and I really wished it came back, and I guess it's too late now.
Yeah,
Smash Run. I loved Smash Run so much because it was so fun. What's up?
I was gonna say, can I correct how you call it? Because one of my favorite things is the name, Smash 4 3DS and Smash 4 Wii U.
Yeah,
it's a pun.
It is a pun.
Oh, that's so smart. Oh, Sakurai,
also
not only that, you got Sora while being part of Sora. That's amazing.
Because it's on its own, it's so stupid to see Smash Brothers 4 Wii U on the box.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, it's Smash Brothers 4. So.
I just hated that they didn't make the 4. They spelled out FOR instead of just making
exactly.
It
looks dumb.
Yeah. But then I feel like I don't know. Then again, maybe not, because I feel like maybe if they had done that, then it would have been like a Too Fast Too Furious type of situation where it just looks ridiculous and only worked in its time. Or I don't know if that would work nowadays. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Smash 4 exists, and like that. I think that's what one of the biggest things was, the first handheld one, and then Ultimate pretty much just like made everything, like brought all of it back together.
Yeah. Because the excuse of the 3DS, where we couldn't have Nana and Popo in the same screen, and then the outlines and all that.
It's funny because Smash Ultimate, we finally got Ditto, which was supposed to be in Melee, it was supposed to be in Melee, but they couldn't figure out how to do 8 versions of Nana and Popo because of four Nana Popos having 4 Pokeballs. Like, he pulled it all off. I wonder if he's going to do a sequel to Kid Icarus, because it looked like he had a lot of fun doing that one. He put up a lot of heart into that one. He should just follow whatever he wants to do. Yeah.
And whatever he wants to do, right? I mean, in Ikigai, right? In Japanese culture, people who have like a passion and a drive, they retire really late, or they never retire, just because that's the meaning of their life. I mean, we will benefit.
Miyazaki.
We love what he does. What's that?
Miyazaki,
exactly.
Have you guys heard about Miyazaki's film? Like, it's gonna take at least like 6 more years to finish, because everything is like it takes 3 frames per month, I think, or 3 frames per week. I forget. No, it's 3 seconds per month, I think. I think that's what it is.
Jesus.
Everything's like beautifully drawn, apparently. So
I want to bring up really quick, when Mario was looking into the flame, did you guys hear the sound effect that played?
Was it a fart sound?
Yeah, no, not a lot of people noticed it. No, I haven't heard a single person that mentioned it, but it's a sound that goes din din. You guys know where that's from? That's from Smash 1, if I remember correctly, when you you play arcade mode. Yeah, that's the sound effect that played.
One of my favorite things is bringing back that Smash character select music for the victory screen. That's like,
I love that. It's like the character select screen for Smash 1. Yeah, and you know, it's just really cool. I mean, you could see just how awesome this was and emotional for everyone. Rob, if you want, let's just keep calling him out. Like, Rob, if you look on YouTube and just look up Sora Smash Brothers reaction, I guarantee you at least half of it will be people crying. Like I have, because that's what I love doing, and that's another thing that I'm really gonna miss too is people reacting so emotionally, angry or happy, or but you know to Smash Brothers character reveals, and like you know this one, so many people were so emotional. There was so many people crying, and I'm not even saying just like girls, like guys too. Like there was, like
No,
even the majority of the girls that I saw reacting all cried, but there was some guys too. They're like,
you want to know what my reaction was? I woke up, realized it was like 7-Eleven. So I was like, well, what do? Do I watch it later? Or do I just pull it up? I pulled it up, saw that Sora was there. I closed my phone and went right back to sleep.
I mean, you got spoiled like I did, right? Did you get spoiled, Rob?
Did I get spoiled? I don't think they had updated it when I hopped in.
I mean, that's a spoil. If you're watching it midstream and not seeing this trailer, that's a spoil in my. Even if it's not.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing else I could do because as soon as I click on that stream, it was gonna go to the.
I feel like if you were in the moment, it would have been a different reaction, obviously, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
So you done doing this?
So
yeah, I would be like, oh my gosh,
what?
What's his name there?
Donnie, you were talking about how like guys are crying. So the first time I saw my friend play this game back in high school, and he would like show me like some scenes and stuff when I came over. So let me tell you about our friendship. I was this goody kid, and like the school was pretty kind of ghetto area, and he was a really bad boy. Like always got into fights, stuff, and like he would like literally like pretty much get me into his friend group, and like he pretty much had like that whole you could hang out with us, but we're gonna make sure you're never gonna get into any trouble, because like they're like, we don't want you to be like us, whatever. So he was kind of like this bad boy guardian, whatever, right? Like straight out of, I don't know, an anime or whatever. And he's like, so one day I come over, he's like, dude, I beat Kingdom Hearts, let me show you the ending. And I was like, okay, cool. I didn't really understand what was going on. And Simone Clean plays, he's like, man, I love this song. And then he shows me the ending. He's like, dude, I cried right here. And I was like, did you fight people like every Thursday? You cried over this? He's like, yeah, dude, like I just, man, you don't know, like the song, everything, man, you don't know. Like, I'm like, okay. And yeah, that's literally when I saw that trailer, that's what it reminded me of. I was just like, man, I bet my homie Jimmy right now is at home, like just freaking out, like, oh, my boy Sora is in the Smash Bros.
Well,
he's a doctor now, by the way.
I need you to hit up your boy Jimmy and ask him how he felt about Sora being in Smash Brothers, because I need to know. I need his reaction. I live off of people's reactions. That's
Same. I actually intentionally am not looking at any reactions because I want to like just like relive this moment, kind of, because it's gonna be like it's just the last Smash character. I want to try and like, you know, take it all in slowly, and
yeah.
I wish New York City Nintendo Center.
Yeah, it's really sad because
it's not,
that
is it?
Crazy.
That would have been bigger than Banjo.
No.
I think that would have been bigger than Banjo, because that's like more relevant to the age group.
Do you think? Because I think this was again a perfect farewell. Do you think it would have been more surprising and more epic if this was at something that was third party, like the Game Awards, and it was like, we don't know, this is Smash, and all of a sudden Sora comes out and with the letter?
They would have hyped it just a little bit more.
I would have liked it because we wouldn't have Sakurai showing, you know, all the stats, all of the, you know,
it would come later.
The pictures coming together. Yeah.
No, yeah, so it needed to be like a Sakurai Presents, because if they had put it at the Game Awards, they would have just moved on to the next thing, like they did when Sephiroth was revealed.
Well, it was.
Whoa, we got the thing.
Joker.
Wait, no, Sephiroth was Game Awards last year.
Well, I mean, Joker was the hypest one out of both DLC packs, I think.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. They would have just glossed
Joker.
a bit.
I mean, I guess you could say Piranha Plant also, but Joker and Piranha Plant was like, you don't know who we're gonna put in here. It could be someone you care about, like Joker, but you didn't know who had a chance, or it could be someone you don't care about, like Piranha Plant, and he has a chance. So anything can happen. Literally everyone is here.
It would have sold the show. I think this was a great farewell.
Mm.
If people were excited and saw, oh my God, is there a new Kingdom Hearts that's coming out? And then it was a Smash invite, I think that would have stolen the show as well. So it's just the character, really.
What would have been perfect is if they gave him like a lifetime achievement award. He's like saying his thanks to everyone, and he's like, I got one more thing to give you guys, and then I would have, that would have been the most perfect one, actually.
As long as it's a human in a mascot costume, accepting the award on stage.
Ryu's just
this year's physical. It's not digital.
Ryu's just happy that it wasn't Crash Bandicoot. All right.
Oh my God! So let me tell you.
No, we gotta close up the pod.
That is not an iconic game character. Crash? Come on.
Whoa.
He's not gonna be relevant for the next 10 years again.
People who didn't know Japanese gaming but started with a PS1.
Yeah.
No Crash. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people, but it's not for me.
He should have just been the Mii. He'd be a good Mii character. The mascot Crash.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think it is about time that we close it out for tonight. So, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sakurai.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to us here tonight. And yeah, let's go give our final thank you to Mr. Sakurai himself. Thank you so much for giving us Super Smash Brothers. You know, from the days of Smash 64 all the way until today. I did tweet at him, you know, with the hashtag and everything for us over here too.
Thank you, Mr. Sakurai.
Saying, you know, thank you, we love you. I don't know if all of us loves you, but I know I do, because like you are amazing.
It's funny.
You've given me many hours of joy, happiness, and everything through Smash Brothers. You know, one of my favorite franchises ever. Bringing all the video games, because you know, video games is part of my life, and yeah, just having this celebration for it is just amazing. So thanks for that. I don't know if any of you wanted to give your thank yous before we go.
Thank you for. I think no one's ever brought it together more different types of people together better than Smash Bros. Franchise. You know, all types of people all around the world, age groups or different, you know, countries. Probably my favorite social memories, like for gaming. And even now, like playing the new Smash Ultimate game, sometimes I still feel like a kid. Like I don't know what it is, but King K. Rool's busted eye. I don't know what it is, but
more like busted kid. That guy's OP.
He was. So they nerfed his helicopter. I'm not thanking you for that, but and thank you for Subspace Emissary and just following all the impossible dreams. So yeah.
All right.
Thank you. I hope you get to rest.
Finally.
Finally.
And I
Take
hope that
a
you
vacation.
Eat that tomato.
Or if you want to make smaller games, I hope you get to do that too. Just continue.
Go visit Nintendo Land
yourself. Yeah.
I think the last thing he wants to see is a Nintendo after the last 10 years. Come on.
Or maybe they'll start consulting on him for the Smash Brothers cinematic universe.
He plays Nick Fury.
That'd be crazy.
Oh man.
He's in the end credits for the Mario movie.
He's like, I'm gathering up.
I'm assembling a team.
I'm assembling a team. I believe there's enemies. Hold on a second there.
Just imagine he just puts on a white glove. It's like, I'm assembling a team.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, you're in? I need the friends, you see.
they call me the first Nintendo character. All right. Well, yep. Okay. Anyone else want to say your thank yous before we go? No? I heard Rob say
Thank you.
Kyo says
I was
you.
just gonna say that maybe you should start working on your Chris Pratt impression.
Come on, man. I don't know. All right.
That was good. Sounded like a white surfer dude.
All right. So thank you everyone for listening to us here tonight. Be sure to follow us here on on YouTube. Subscribe, like, comment in that order, because not the other way. Hit that notification bell so you can see whenever we go live. Follow us on Twitter at Metro King Radio. Download our podcast wherever you download podcasts: Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, Animal Crossing Pocket Cast. And yeah, so thank you everyone for listening to us and allow us to say our goodbyes. Kyo,
We'll see you next time.
Chris,
Smash Bros is over. Long live Smash Bros.
Rob,
Long live Smash Bros.
and Ryu.
I'm gonna build some weird shit. That's Chris Pratt, Guardians 2.
Viva los hermanos de Smash.
He turns into Pac-Man eventually. he lived up to his hype. So it was video game related, technically.
Long live Smash Brothers. And for me, your host, J-Playstar. Thank you, everyone, for listening to us. And until next time, we shall catch you on the Smash side. I've been meaning to show this shirt off to you, Chris, for the longest time.
I love it. I love
It's
it.
from Universal Studios.
Oh, that's where I saw it. Nice. Nice shirt.
Hey, we need to get a shirt of Sakurai. Also, just heads up, I'm filming tomorrow for the MK